5/8/1541, Hernando de Soto reached the Mississippi River. He called it Rio de Espiritu Santo. 1794, the United States Post Office was officially established. 1886, pharmacist Dr. John Stith Pemberton invented what would later be called Coca-Cola. 1914, the U.S. Congress passed a joint resolution that designated the second Sunday in May as Mother's Day. 1999, the first female cadet graduated from the Citadel Military College. 5/9/1502, Christopher Columbus left Spain for his final trip to the Western Hemisphere. 1926, Americans Richard Byrd and Floyd Bennett became the first men to fly an airplane over the North Pole. 1994, Nelson Mandela was chosen to be South Africa's first black president. 5/10/1503, Christopher Columbus discovered the Cayman Islands. 1773, the English Parliament passed the Tea Act, which taxed all tea in the American colonies. This legislation led to the Boston Tea Party. 1869, Central Pacific and Union Pacific Railroads met in Promontory, Utah. A golden spike was driven in at the celebration of the first transcontinental railroad in the United States. 1924, J. Edgar Hoover was appointed head of the Bureau of Investigation. The department became known as the Federal Bureau of Investigations. 1962, Marvel Comics published the first issue of The Incredible Hulk. 5/11/330, Constantinople, previously the town of Byzantium, was founded. 1858, Minnesota was admitted as the 32nd U.S. state. 1910, Glacier National Park in Montana was officially established. 1934, a severe 2-day dust storm stripped the topsoil from the Great Plains of the U.S. and created the Dust Bowl. 5/12/1780, Charleston, South Carolina, fell to the British forces. 1970, Ernie Banks of the Chicago Cubs hit his 500th career home run. 5/13/1607, an expedition led by Captain Christopher Newport arrived at Jamestown, Virginia. The passengers went ashore the next day, and this site became the first permanent English settlement colony in America. 1821, the first practical printing press was patented in the U.S. by Mr. Samuel Rust. 1865, the last land engagement of the American Civil War was fought at the Battle of Palmito Ranch in far south Texas. It was more than a month after General Lee had surrendered at Appomattox, Virginia. 1949, the first gas turbine to pump natural gas was installed in Wilmer, Arkansas. 5/14/1787, delegates began gathering in Philadelphia for a convention to draw up the United States Constitution. 1804, William Clark set off on what would become the Lewis and Clark Expedition. Lewis joined a few days later in St. Louis. 1961, buses carrying Freedom Riders were bombed and burned in Anniston and Birmingham, Alabama. 1967, Mickey Mantle hit his 500th career home run. 1998, the Associated Press marked its 150th anniversary.